So you want to change somebody's opinion, or you want to change how they act. We all want to change people. It's kind of our nature, right? The problem is we're really bad at changing people. And luckily, psychology has an answer for this. So in psychology, our business is essentially helping people change. And so we've done a lot of work on this, and we have some answers that are not used in the general population. Like, people are not using this out there. I don't see anyone using this technique, honestly. But it's something that we use in psychology a lot. And so when you want to change someone's opinion, when you want to change their behavior, typically what we do is we use either like a rational argument approach, where we try to like intellectualize them to death, where we're like, no, you shouldn't do that because fact A, fact B, fact C. Or we essentially just use like a brute force approach, where we're like, no, you shouldn't do that because that's my opinion. And like, I just know better. And so when we do this, we essentially trigger someone's reactions. We trigger their natural desire to have freedom, to have autonomy from us, and to not be told what to do by another human. Humans hate being told what to do. And so we need to use a strategy that bypasses this. And that's where we use confusion. One of the best people change strategies ever. And you probably never thought of confusion as this optimal people change strategy, but it is. I'm gonna teach you how. And so let's imagine that you know someone that's like, you know what, like, I'm gonna start eating healthy, like, this is what I want, like, it's enough, like, I don't feel good, you know, like, no more processed food for me, blah, blah, blah. And so they tell that to you, and you're like, okay, cool, I'm on board, because I think, you know, that probably is good for you. And then the next day, they're like, hey, do you want to go to McDonald's? No shade on McDonald's, but, you know, let's not use McDonald's. Let's just say French fries. Like, they're going to go eat French fries, right? They want to go have French fries. And so you're like, wait, you told me the other day you wanted to eat healthy. What's going on? Like, you literally just said that yesterday. Like, what's wrong with you? And so either we point out their illogic, like their lack of logic, or we try to kind of be like the brute force approach, where it's like, hey, you need to not do that because you told me that you want to be healthier. Like, what the heck? And so both of these strategies will trigger someone's reactance. Like, they'll make the person feel bad, and then they'll go into defensiveness, and then they'll be like, you know what, like, whatever, like, don't tell me what to do. I'm going to go eat my French fries. And so this is where you express confusion in order to create behavior change. So what you want to do is you want to be something like, hey, yesterday you were talking about eating healthier, and it sounds like now you want to go to McDonald's. I'm a little confused about this strategy here. Can you help me understand kind of what you're thinking? Or like, help me understand like how McDonald's fits into kind of the eating healthy strategy plan. Is this like part of the strategy that you have here? Like, help me understand. So these types of phrases, like, I'm confused, help me understand. Essentially, what you want to do, what you want to communicate, is that it's your fault for not understanding this line of thinking. And that will allow you to bypass reactance of the other person. And what it will also do is it'll point out to them the lack of their logic, like the inconsistencies in their logic, without triggering their defense mechanisms. And that's what they really need. They need to see the kind of inconsistency in their own thinking, but they need to do so. They need to see that in a way that they can own. So confusion is the perfect kind of recipe for this, because then you can allow them to maintain their autonomy and not put them into defensiveness. And you kind of almost like blame yourself, like, why can't I understand you? Like, I'm so sorry. I really wish I could understand this logic, because I'm assuming you have a really good reason for it. But it's essentially a strategy to allow you to help them see the inconsistencies in their logic. And then typically they will more own their own behavior change, because they're more bought in, and they feel like they're the ones that came up with this. They're like, oh yeah, you know, like that doesn't make sense. And then they try to kind of create a cohesive logic to incorporate both elements. All right, try this out. It works. Let me know how it works for you.